It's the political brown kid here, and we are about 6 months away, actually, a little less than 6 months away before there will be an election, and um, it will be made known who the president for 2025 will be, from 2025 to 2029. So we are in an election spin. It'll probably tick up, but this is the point that I want to make because it seems like this happens every election time. Politicians go AWOL on the black community when they after they get elected. Then they go AWOL for 4 years. We don't hear from them. They don't implement anything that they said that they were going to do for us. The only thing they do for us is hand out stuff. That's the only thing they do. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. And then they disappear. And then they come back when it's election time. And then they want to start pandering to black people. Thus, I want to talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And, y'all going to say, if y'all are Democrats, fine. We can agree to disagree. But the bottom line is this. And I'm not trying to tell people to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I'm not telling people to not vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. What I'm trying to say is that, number one, y'all know my stance. I don't like either one of the candidates. And I think my personal perspective is people should write in a person's name. They should write in a candidate. Everyone should galvanize on each side and say, let's elect somebody that's going to be a write-in. That would change the whole game. That honestly would change the whole game. Pencil in Bernie Sanders' name if you want. Everybody just pencil and finds a candidate that we can really get behind. Do you all really actually want to see two 80-year-old men once again running this country? But I digress because I really just want to focus on the current president and their failures to just kind of really, they disappear on the black community until now. So, of course, Kamala Harris, she's been around. But now that the election time is coming up, what does she do? She invites a whole bunch of HBCU students, I think, to the White House. They have a DJ, and they dancing and twerking probably. I don't know what they were doing. I forgot. I did a video on it about a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago. DJ and doing all this foolish stuff. They do stuff that they think that black people, they always just, even our own people, Kamala Harris or Kamala, if y'all want Kamala Harris, they just pander to us. Yeah, just give them a DJ and some rap music and let them twerk and they'll be okay. And they're going to be cool. These are the pitches that we get. Now you got Joe Biden roaming around, going to get some soul food or something, visited a black restaurant. I forgot where he was at. These people don't do this any other time of year. They want to show y'all, yeah, we're in the black community. They're going to do it for the next 6 months or next 5 months because they can't do it in November. At that point, it's over. But they'll be doing it all the way up until November 4th or the 3rd, whenever that first Tuesday is. And then once they get your vote, they go away. Donald Trump, same thing, I'm pretty sure. Well, number one, the one thing about Donald Trump, he's not going to make any promises to the black community. There are going to be very few. But let me ask y'all this. As many times as they've given reparations out to every other group, and now that they know that China is heavily invested in Africa, they just threw, I think, $55 billion at the president of one of those countries over in Africa. Because they're trying to compete with China and everybody wants to compete for Africa's resources. And of course, we know Africa is so stupid. Africa is not just as a continent, but whatever countries in Africa, they're so stupid. They'll just take the money and let the white man come in, take all their resources and just make them just modern day slaves and indentured servants because they're so indebted to the United States instead of creating their own path. That's another conversation though. But they threw $55 billion at them, but can't give the blacks in the United States of America their just due of financial reparations. Unbelievable. He can write off all of these student loans, which these people willfully took out the student loans, by the way. I'm trying to figure out why we're writing off student loans. These people willfully took out the student loan. I had to pay back my student loans. I had to pay mine back. Why can't everybody else pay theirs back? Write off student loans. They'll give you welfare. They'll give you all of these programs, to say they're doing something for you, but they never approach middle class. They never approach, and even Barack did the same thing. Barack did the same thing. He came up with that stupid My Brother's Keeper program to help out, I think convicts and, those type of, brothers getting out of jail or just doing bad. They never help out the middle class blacks. They never say, well, you know what, here's some educated, blacks that are, fiscally responsible with their money. They have ideas. Why aren't we trying to press more venture capitalists to get them stuff? Why don't we create programs to help these middle class blacks become more entrepreneurial, because they're going to be more responsible to establish a business and probably establish that business in the black community and therefore hire other blacks. But instead, all they give to us is victim programs. My Brother's Keeper and all these other programs make you feel good, to make the black person, black man or black woman, a victim. Whether it's Section 8, SNAP, whatever it is. They give you that, but they don't empower you. And once again, you got Joe Biden creeping around. I'm trying to figure out what he's done. And I know there's going to be a lot of angry black Democrats in my comment section trying to tell me what he's done. But how has your life changed? People keep talking about how life has changed and under Biden, the economy is better and doing this, that, and the third. I can't tell. And like I told y'all, I make very good money. I make very good money. But when you live in an expensive city, I'm telling you, $200,000 is nothing. You need about $400,000 or $500,000 to say, okay, I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. Because I can tell you, when you go to the grocery store and you buy 4 items and you're already at $70, and you like, dang, I still need to pick up about 30 more items. It adds up. When you start looking at your investment accounts, if they're not moving, I don't know who's investing. Maybe I'm just a dummy. Maybe I have invested in the wrong things, because my investment accounts are not doing well. Not at all. Not at all. When people can't even afford real estate, you got a whole bunch of people that makes $100,000, $200,000 and can't buy a home. So I'm trying to figure out, what is Joe Biden and them doing? So for all those people that are about to jump in my comment section. But even bigger than that, I'm just trying to say, why are people pandering? Why do politicians wait till the 11th hour? They wait till year 4 when it's time for re-election or whatever it is, or election, whatever, before they always want to start coming to the black community and making promises. And that's exactly what I'm seeing from Joe Biden. And it doesn't do anything for me. Don't let these politicians fool y'all, because some of y'all will get fooled by and be like, look, he just came around, and get all giddy and happy because you saw Joe and Kamala. No, you should have been like, where have you been for the last 3.5 years? Haven't seen you, haven't heard from you. And that's honestly what we need to do. So once again, this is the Political Brown Kid. Drop your comments in the comment section. Also hit the like and subscribe button. I'm out of here.